today on EA Sports. It's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway from Houston. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
And that's definitely the way you get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Peterson to throw on 3rd down. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Huskies are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here. Early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 74 yards. And the Oilers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week, and here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 113 yards. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Peterson. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Back to throw. Peterson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Beal. Down the right sideline. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 56 yards. 2nd quarter now. Toronto in possession. Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense says they have it. They do. 1 play into the ball game, an early turnover.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball.
And got his man complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 95 yards. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Looking to throw. Peterson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. They run on second down with Adams.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Here's 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Oilers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Peterson throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Peterson.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. Touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards.
And the Huskies get a bit closer.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. A big 76 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Muscles by at the 25.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here's Peterson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throw left side complete. That's Beal. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They'll look to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now a leaping catch, he's got it.
And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Looking to throw. Peterson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes. To the half, so this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
And this one is right down Broadway, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So we reach, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And he will score. It's a touchdown. And they've got to be sick over that opening kickoff. They get the ball, hoping to go down and score, and just like that, they cough it up. The other team scores.
So much for the best laid plans. The offense spent all their time in the locker room at halftime plotting, getting the ball back, taking it downfield, and putting 6 points on the board. I just wonder, do they have a 12-point drive in them now? What a way to start the half.
All changed in the blink of an eye.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense taking over again.
They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to take another shot here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Oilers are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Corral him. He fights through. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off. There he goes, right side. Still going. He's on his way. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now Peterson looking to throw on 2nd down. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Huskies are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston set to take over. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
the play fake. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Peterson looking middle, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Fights him off. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. To throw is Peterson. Throwing on first down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Looking to throw. Peterson. The kidder here, it's complete. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Now Peterson to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Beal. Touchdown! A great play there. 36 yards. And the Huskies are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execute?
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A great... second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Oilers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown! A big play there. 78 yards. And the Huskies have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and the offense hit them with a big play.
A big loss on the play brings up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got a man complete. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover. His own fumble, or that could have been trouble. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, this is Adams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Oilers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 6-play drive, and the result a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. To throw is Peterson. Throwing to start the drive.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Peterson now. Back to the air on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Peterson now on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Peterson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
It's a big play there on 3rd down. 43 yards.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Back to throw. Peterson.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Peterson. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Huskies are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. On did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Peterson throwing to start the drive. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Throwing again, Peterson. And he comes back with one complete. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's taken down inside the 30.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Peterson off the play fake. Under pressure, they got him again.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's Peterson on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's 2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now he'll throw deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.